the college band radio world. How are you all doing today on this fine Wednesday? We are happy to be here. Thank you to College Marching for inviting us into your family, as always. And also thank you to our sponsor, Flip Folder app. Anyway, today we got Savannah, we got Hannah, and we got Alex with us. And, you know, we're having a good time. So yeah, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's week going?
Yesterday and today, it was like 40 some degrees. And for those of you who were on last week's live, you knew that it was like 40 below zero here. So like, I'm doing great. The sun was shining. I can hear the snow melting. So good.
Can you actually hear the snow melting?
Oh yeah, you can hear it. Like it's because it got warm enough, fast enough that like literally as I'm sitting in my room, I can hear like the water running off my roof.
Oh yeah,
it's glorious.
I think it was nice. Like everywhere today.
I mean, we can only imagine.
What? Yeah,
we
no.
can only imagine it's glorious.
It's. I'm glad that the polar vortex is just gone.
Yeah, that was terrible.
For now.
Don't invite it back.
I
Savannah,
didn't invite
please.
it anywhere.
Savannah, you can have the next one.
Yeah, I think it should go to Seattle next time.
No, we already had one. Those 2 days of snow, that was it. That was the vortex.
Oh, 2 days of snow. Wow.
I think I saw a thing about like temperatures in KC where it was like 1 week or like over the difference of like 2 weeks. 1 week it was like -8 and then the next week it was like 70.
Yeah,
like,
so
like
yeah.
70 right
Today, I believe.
Last week on Monday it bottomed out, like including wind chill, at like close to -30. But then yesterday, about I think 9 days later, because Monday to Tuesday the next week, yeah. We hit 65. I was like just vibing outside in like long sleeves and a flannel, another red flannel. And I was just vibing out there. I really love my red flannels. It's just the best color of flannel too. Like you can get flannels in any color, but red is like the iconic one, you know?
Yeah, I like red flannels. Red flannels are nice. I can't really wear red because it looks weird with my hair, but I like the idea of a red flannel.
Red
I have like gray
flannels are
flannels.
great. I think
I have burgundy. I have burgundy. That counts.
Yeah,
I wish it would have been that warm here today though, because literally the second we hit like 50 degrees or whatever, Birkenstock season, they're coming back.
I don't know. Today was a little colder again, but
oh, sad.
Yeah, it was down to like
I don't know. I feel like
40s.
we're getting tricked with how warm it is.
Oh no, of course. I'm
afraid of Birkenstock season.
Why are you afraid of Birkenstock season? It's not.
I'm afraid.
Okay, Miss Seattle. It's always Birkenstock season.
Yeah, I feel like Seattle has
tired of
Birkenstock.
See, the West Coast is such a different place from the rest of the country.
West Side.
And like, as somebody who the furthest west I've ever been is now, I mean, given it is pretty west, but I think Phoenix. No.
You've never been to Cali before?
No, either Phoenix or Las Vegas. I'm not sure which one is further west.
Las Vegas is further
Las
west.
Vegas is further west?
Yeah.
Okay. I always get like Nevada.
Frank, what were you doing in Vegas?
My fraternity's convention. I was 20 though. I wish I was 21.
Nevada?
There's no use in
Nevada.
going to
Nevada.
Well, I don't really care. I'm not from there, but
yeah. If we have somebody from that state in the chat, which honestly I'd be a little surprised right now, but if we do, please let us know who's right. I have a feeling I'm wrong, but I'm gonna continue to say it the way I say it because that's how it is.
Yeah.
Nevanado.
See, it's like here, I would wear Birkenstocks all year round if I could, but like I would get frost. Like with the weather, when it's like, oh, you'll get frostbite in 10 minutes or less.
Birkenfrost.
Yeah, like that just ain't it.
I love my Birks though. I have the ones with the toe ring though, so I can't really do Birkenstocks and socks. I don't love that trend.
Socks and stocks.
I don't like hate
Socks
it.
And
I like.
Savannah loves her Crocs.
I do love my Crocs.
Why? I know, but like, why are Crocs so thin? Like, can we just eliminate Crocs?
No, Crocs are great.
They're really comcomfortable. Did you know a lot of medical professionals actually wear them because they're really nice, like when you're on your feet all day.
They're well cushioned and they
like,
are very good with like non-slip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't quote me on this, but they might be
you gotta put it in
biodegradable as well.
sport mode.
I feel like I've heard that before, but I don't know.
Here's
Yeah, I
the
know,
thing,
that's the
though,
thing.
is that the way they look is just, it's a problem for me. I can't do them.
Well,
Honestly,
but see, like
It's like
I don't
$30 rubber.
I don't
They're
go
like
out in them. I just
Clogs. How do you like run in them? How do
You
you, like,
don't.
I don't go outside in my Crocs.
Yeah,
hardly
no.
Ever. If I go outside in my Crocs, it's dark. Nobody sees me.
yeah, like Crocs are like, oh, it's late, but I gotta take out the dog. Let me slide on the Crocs.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, that's why you put on slides.
But Crocs
I
are
have-
I
better.
have Crocs slides.
Oh shoot!
I gotta get a pair of
Santa
those.
leveled up.
Why?
I have
Just
to.
get normal slides.
I don't know,
Just
I
get,
feel like
Nike
anything where it's
or-
just, like,
or
slip-on.
Adidas slides. Like, not that hard.
If it's slip on, it's like I feel like it's hard to keep on your foot unless there's like a back on it. So like my Uggs, obviously they're slip on, but they come up high enough.
There's like
but,
the
my
back strap that you
moccasins-
can put on.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you gotta put it.
I
in.
feel like
I mean,
I
there's
was
a million
in third grade
varieties of
then.
Crocs too. Like it's not just the standard thing. I mean,
I
like
used
Savannah
to
said, they've
have
got
this
slides.
pair
They've got a
of
million
Crocs
different
that
things.
were, like,
You know.
This is
blue and
just-
pink
this is-
tie-dyed. So whenever we talk about Crocs, that's just what I envision. I
Oh,
remember I was
just
in
that
like
one,
third
that's
grade.
it.
And as I was like sitting in class, we were doing like reading circle or something. So I was just like sitting on the carpet at the front of the room. I was just messing with my shoes as any kid would be at this point. And I accidentally poked a hole in my shoe. And it was like 9:30 in the morning. So I was like, do I tell my teacher I need new shoes? Do I just walk around with my foot just touching the floor of my elementary school all day? I was like, I'm in a no-win scenario.
You know, sometimes it just do be like that. It just do be like that
do,
sometimes,
it
and there's
do.
nothing you can do about it. Cause like, what would she do? What would the teacher do? Like, be like, here's another pair of shoes that I've been holding on to for this exact situation.
There's the lost and found. I've been in that scenario before.
But like,
know.
what's the odds that like they have your size in the lost and found?
I mean, I don't know who lost their shoes at school in the first place, but I
I
mean,
think
that's
about that
always an
sometimes with
option.
Lost and found's like everywhere. I'm like, how would somebody lose this in the first place? Like no, granted, I sometimes will misplace things. I'm usually pretty good about like keeping track of the essentials. But some things I'm like, how do you lose an entire pair of shoes or like your entire backpack? And you simply like, you're just like, well, I guess it's just gone now. Like, how do you?
I got the wrong backpack mixed up one time in high school band. It was like, I just picked it up and took it with me. And then I got to lunch and it was not mine. I opened it and it was like, and I had to go back and like figure out whose it was.
I don't think I've ever done that.
It's because it looked exactly the same. It was like a generic backpack from like Costco. So, and it was black. So it was,
Oh, you
nothing
go.
to
You
really-
go Costco shopping for
I
your.
love Costco.
Costco's
I mean,
great.
I'm not.
I wish I
no,
had a
I'm not-
membership,
I'm not
but-
We have
shaming-
Costco in Davenport, but we
shaming
don't have
it.
it in Cedar Falls, which is like sad, you know.
Yeah.
I wish
Have you
we
guys ever
did.
gotten
I
stuff
didn't even
from
know
the
that they
like
had
cafe?
Costco.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
The
You know what's
Costco.
Was that
underrated?
Costco?
That
I
the
was at
mocha
Costco
freeze.
last weekend.
Very good.
Ooh.
Better than any frap that Starbucks has is that mocha freeze.
Honestly,
for like $1.50.
Starbucks, I don't like it. I'm sorry, Seattle.
Fair
Would you
enough.
say
It's like overpriced
Fair
and not good.
Here's my thing with Starbucks is I
Right.
don't really like coffee, but I get their strawberry refresher and I get it made with lemonade and then without the freeze-dried berries. So it tastes like a strawberry lemonade, but it has caffeine in it. So I really like that. Although my problem is they kicked the price up. So like if I get a venti, it's like over $5 now, which is like
That's
too
ridiculous.
much for me. So what I do
Yeah.
now is
just drink
we have,
water?
you know,
it's
like the
free.
Simply like lemonade. They have like strawberry lemonade.
Oh, okay,
I use
gotcha.
that, and there's this pop I really like called Fresca. It's like soda water.
Oh, okay,
Fresca
I know
is
Fresca.
so good. I just discovered Fresca like last year, so whenever I tell people about it, I introduce it like it's this brand new thing, and people are like, "Yeah, we've known about that for like 15 years."
But,
But
do,
anyway,
you, do you know what
I
the best
digress.
drink is, though?
Not Diet Coke.
Are you gonna say Boost?
you two knew my two options. It was either Diet Coke or Boost,
Or-
which is too far away for me to pull onto screen. But it is.
Craig's gonna
I've
get
never
up just
had
to show
Boost.
people.
I don't know what
Just
Boost
kiss.
is.
I don't know.
Is that the energy drink?
It is not an energy drink. Oh, I will be.
Wait,
right
what
back.
is it then? I don't remember.
I
I'm
just
thinking,
want
I'm thinking of
find out.
Bang.
I just want to let you people know about this. So I was looking up slides because I was like, oh, I probably need new slides. They're selling Gucci children's slides for $160.
Might as well just get croc slides.
This is Boost.
Exactly.
This
I think all
so
kids should wear
so,
Crocs.
so this
I love it when
it's
kids wear Crocs.
this is a concentrate. You mix this with water or seltzer, and then all of a sudden you have a cola, which is a South Jersey specific local brand. It is.
That's the only reason why
delicious.
Craig likes South Jersey.
It really is. It really is the only reason I like South Jersey.
Well, and because I'm there, but like he wanted it.
Nah.
Just
Thanks,
the boost.
But no.
I see
but,
how it is.
But we're gonna tie this
See you
back
in
to
Kansas
band.
City next
We back at Rutgers, I used to live in the low brass house, and all of our parties, we would name, like, we would take Boost and put it somewhere in there, and like Boost was I'm gonna spoil the secret. Boost was the secret ingredient. Jess, hello Jess. Yes, we are talking about Boost.
Wait, is this the
Jess?
Jess?
That is the Jess from the very first episode of the Big Boys show. How you doing, Jess?
Can we bring that back as like a throwback logo and we can like sell it on merch? I would do that.
I don't think we need to reach back to that. That was
No.
the Big Boys show is not the best content in the world. I'm sorry, Jess. It was,
Also, we're no longer the Big Boys show. There's
Yes.
3 girls on the show now.
hey, just because you're a girl
we're
doesn't
still
mean
the
you
Big
can't be a
Boys
boy spelled with an I.
Hey, we're still the Big Boys show. We will always be the Big Boys show in our hearts. It's ripping pepper.
Because they're just like,
Okay. Yeah.
But do you know what's crazy though?
what?
It's February. It's February 24th. It's gonna be May in a few
March.
months. It's gonna be March.
Oh, wait, I forgot March.
You forgot March and April, but it's almost March. Where like
Anna's just like, guys, it's
like,
2027. Let's go.
I saw Jess's messages in chat, and I was like, gosh, I remember being in Indiana at the Big Ten basketball tournament.
Oh man, you gotta bring us down like that.
And band, and it's almost been a year,
Let's
and
not
I'm
think
so
about that.
excited
Let's just-
because
okay.
tournament season is back.
Oh, okay.
That's true. We're going to get a tournament this year.
We are,
Better.
and Rutgers is going to win it all.
UW are going to be there.
They
Yeah,
are.
UNI and UW
3
are
Bid
gonna
Valley.
win.
We're gonna win out.
3 Bid Valley.
After UW lost by 30 points last night, I think they're still gonna win
3
out.
Bid Valley. 3
Yes.
Bid Valley.
Yes.
I love how NCAA logic is as great as, guys, we're gonna have a bubble tournament. Oh, let's have fans in here because that makes sense in a bubble.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
We
Pop
have,
the bubble. Pop the bubble.
You know, Jason, I think is a bummer. Jason's not here tonight because they're hosting some of the early rounds.
They are.
Mackey.
Mackey's a great arena. Both the ones in
Always
Indiana.
wanted to go.
Assembly Hall also.
Have you been there? Have you been either?
I've been to Assembly.
No.
I've only seen pictures of Mackey, but I love Mackey so much. Assembly is
Mackey
weird.
seems cool.
One of my friends, when we were there a couple years ago, one of my friends got heckled at Mackey. Well, he was kind of heckling, and then he didn't get heckled. Karen turned around and yelled at him. He was sitting there just listing off facts about the state of Indiana, and also like the more local municipalities and whatnot. And like nothing bad. Like he wasn't like saying anything bad. He was just like saying like
You should just
voting
rattle off,
percentages,
local
like
government
just
officials.
municipal facts, just statistics and whatnot about the area. And so he was just listing this stuff off, and then this lady turns around and she's like, you know, it's okay if you want to be here to support your school, but you don't have to be an a-hole about it. You know, you have to set a good example for the kids. Like she's got like 2 kids, and like she turned around, and, you know, her word was a little more explicit than what I said, but like roughly
said,
that was the general gist of it, and so
with kids.
with kids,
being there,
she was the one that was saying something that was debatably not appropriate for kids.
Did you not
Errands
realize
are
this
so
is a
funny
Christian
at
Minecraft
sporting
server?
events.
Obviously not, but
No swearing on my Christian Minecraft.
it was a fun time to just, you know, be out there and vibe in Assembly Hall. Although like their ceiling has like comes down a little bit, so like you can't see all the way across, and I don't like that. It's a
I do
weird
wanna
building, but it's
I
beautiful.
don't like Mackey that much.
I do. I think it's one of the
Jason
best.
just materializes in the chat to fight.
No, but it doesn't. No, so I understand that it's a great atmosphere, and I'm not gonna knock it on the atmosphere. It's just the actual architectural design of it I don't like, because it's like a bowl, and like the student section is like way too high above the net. Like I like when you're like down on the court, because I'm not saying that Maryland's arena is anything, because I don't think it is, but at least the student section is pretty close to the court level itself, and I like being close to the action. I don't like being above the action. I like being like at, you know, like eye level with the players, and I feel like
that's what I really like about I think McLeod is fun because our seating
I
goes
like
all the way down to the court, and we're like the pep band is literally like right at the edge of the court.
That sounds like so much fun.
I love the clear.
It really is, and I love the because the way McLeod's built is that since it's built into a hill, it's like you go in and you go down, so it's like the actual arena and stuff is below ground, and then like the top of the like the concourse and stuff is like ground level. Although it's funny because depending on where you come in and come out of McLeod, sometimes you have to go up a bunch of stairs, and then other times you walk out and you're just on top of the hill already. The whole like complex actually is like the dome too is like we're built into the hill, so the dome.
Wait, is McLeod glass? Is it like a glass exterior? Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, part of it's glass, and then it's like going around the top.
I like that.
It's like all windows. It's really
like
fun
that.
in I really like it when we have night games, because like obviously like it's super dark because we don't have any natural lighting coming in from outside, but like during the day games, it's like they dim the lights to do like the spotlight and the intro video stuff. It's not quite as hype just because like it's like 3:30 in the afternoon, so it's super sunny still, but it's fun. It's a good vibe. I actually got a Snapchat memory today. Today was another one of our sellout games a year ago today. So
those memories, when you see that, it's just so much fun. All right, this is a really grainy picture, but for anybody watching, you can see it now on the screen.
I like
it's super grainy, but
I like the idea of having the glass there because it makes it look bigger and more open than what it actually is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I really like about it, is like McLeod feels very open. Because we have like a second level, which is like where the pet band like stores all our stuff. I actually took a really cool picture in there the other night as we were doing teardown from football pet band. Just because McLeod was all lit up.
That game.
Oh, what? Oh,
no,
sorry,
no.
I couldn't hear you.
No, I said the game. We don't need to talk about the UNI football game. We can talk about the
it was like fun. It just had a tragic ending.
Yeah.
But anyway, McLeod was still all, because for those of you who don't know, the dome and McLeod are connected by a tunnel where it's like, if you look at my hand,
secret tunnel.
It's like right over here. Oh my goodness, an Avatar reference. I love it. It's like it ties the two together. And if you go, like, there was a women's basketball game earlier in the day, so after they were already done, the football game was done, we were carrying like boxes and stuff over, so like McLeod was like all lit up and the court was just like empty, but the lights were still on. It looked very neat. Took some pictures, but haven't posted them. But it do be like that.
You know, it's McLeod is one place that, just the way you've described it, I want to take a trip to McLeod and Dome, sweet Dome.
I will literally, if y'all come visit McLeod, I will get you into the dome.
Why do you have to overemphasize the dome?
Because it's the Dome. D-O-M-B.
See, Craig.
It was really fun being back in Dome, sweet Dome. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, Craig, even though we lost, it was so much fun.
72 and sunny in the dome.
Well,
you're absolutely right. No wins.
What about
That's
Alaska
my favorite
Airlines
thing to yell
Center?
at the kickers, though, is whenever they're lining
What's
up for
Alaska
like,
Airlines
an extra
Center?
point, we're like, account for the wind.
Okay. I have no idea what that even looks like. I had to pull up a picture.
No, so Savannah, so Alaska Airlines Center, that's like an older, much older arena, right?
Oh yeah, it's like ancient, but it's called Heck Edmondson Pavilion, and then the court is like Alaska Airlines Court.
I just know it as Alaska.
That's a nice pretty one.
Yeah, I like the aesthetic on the outside because it reminds me of, there's a place in Philly that's like one of the cathedrals of college basketball, which someone who was a Kansas fan tried to argue with me when I said that it was one of them, not the main one, but also I was defending my home turf and then they were like, "Oh, Allen Fieldhouse is the best place ever," and I'm like, "Shut up! You're from Kansas. No one cares." So. It reminds me basically of what the Palestra is. So the Palestra is where men's basketball plays, and it has a similar vibe to where it's like it's old, but it also just feels different. Like it looks and it feels different than like a normal modern arena.
Mm-hmm. I would say that too.
Do you know what really annoys me? What schools really annoy me? Schools that will flex about how good their arenas are, but they don't actually own their arenas. So like,
does Kansas own their arena?
I don't know if Kansas. I assume Kansas does, but I'm talking about like Seton Hall plays at the Prudential Center, which is where
they can't flex about that. That's where the freaking Devils play.
Yeah, like it's not their arena objectively speaking.
We own ours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like how Georgetown plays it, where the Wizards and Caps play.
Yeah, like
if
if you don't own the arena,
in a facility that big.
If you don't like own the facility, you have no right to flex about it. You know, like
no, that's a correct statement.
It's.
But I
hate Seton Hall. That's on the record.
I think that it's funny. I don't know if anybody has seen the basketball court at the University of Oregon. But,
I love that court. Not gonna lie.
I know that all of ugly,
but I love it.
Is it the ugly one?
Yes.
Sorry, Oregon. It's ugly. I don't like it.
Ugly looks awesome to me. Like I like.
Oh, then you probably like Oregon a lot.
I mean, I don't like the band uniforms because they look atrocious, but like.
I mean, to each their own, but they're different.
They are.
But anyways, the court is like, it's really funny because there's something really cool about how I like Husky. What am I talking about? Oh my goodness. At Hecked, the basketball court has the Seattle skyline on it, which I really like. I think it's really cool. I think it's simple. I think it's nice. I don't think it's over the top. It's funny though, like seeing people online, because that happened like around the same kind of time as Oregon put their like whatever millions of trees on the court.
Oh, Oregon is over the top, but I like over the top.
It's like you can barely see the lines on the court. There's a picture on the screen for the viewers right now.
Just suck it up and play.
You can't see
what they need though.
You can't see the lines.
If Bowl can play there, then anyone can play there.
What'd you say, Hannah?
Although my Zoom's frozen, so I can't hear everybody arguing with me on this, so that must mean I'm right.
Okay.
Anyways, what I was gonna say, it's interesting because like that happened, and then also Washington State, put the Seattle skyline on their court as well. But it's only on like the left side, and it's really small.
That don't make sense. They're not from Seattle.
And then they put on the right side there's Spokane. And so I'm like, I think that's a cool thing. Well, they're an hour away from Spokane.
But they're closer to Spokane than they are to
Wazoo
Seattle.
is just picking their favorite cities and just putting them on the court.
Yes.
And they just put like a giant photo of Gardner Minshew just like on the court.
It's like a silhouette and like the mustache.
Yeah.
And like the sunglasses, the aviators.
Yeah, exactly. Just Gardner.
That's honestly like kind of cool. Not gonna lie, the two skylines. Although
it's fine.
Although like I don't like how they like mix in the middle, because they don't. They just kind of like just go into the logo and then just vibe out there.
I need to go
Pullman
check.
is like,
do you guys
it's literally
want a
10
fun
minutes
fact?
from Idaho.
I want fun facts. Give me fun facts.
A fun fact I have about UNI's court. Although it was our old court, we just got a new one like last year. After UNI went to the Sweet 16, the court that we played the game to go to the Sweet 16, or like the court we beat Kansas on, they were selling it at the end of the game, so we bought it and we put it in McLeod. So they played on that for quite a few years. It was that was like my favorite fun fact.
Wait,
so then I was thinking about
how
on
like, that court, like as in like the team played on the court, or they just bought it to play it?
No, like the team played on the court. It was literally our court.
It
was so freaking cool. That was like, I remember hearing that. I'm like, I know there's like history there, so I think it was the one we beat Kansas on. But what's great about that floor is that was the same one we beat North Carolina on. That was like because we beat North Carolina when they were ranked number one year, because they came to McLeod as like a bye game or whatever, and they were like, LOL, we're gonna beat you, and then they didn't. And that was the year I think that we went to the tournament again. But then we just got a new court like last year, because it was like 10 years old or whatever. So we need some like magic to happen on that court now.
I was gonna say Hannah, that kind of reminds me of, so usually when a team wins the national championship, they'll end up buying the court, and they'll buy usually just like mid-court, because that's where the Final Four logo is. So like Villanova, when they won, they bought mid-court and then just took the logo.
I pretend that the 2018 national championship didn't happen, actually. It didn't happen.
Okay.
I don't remember it.
I don't
it
remember
didn't
particularly. So
Villanova destroyed Michigan. It was very satisfying.
It didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about. That game didn't happen.
Michigan's not even real. God, I can't believe you believe in that conspiracy theory.
The only thing that happened in 2018 was UMBC beating Virginia. And I believe that was also the year that Loyola went to the Final Four.
Yes,
so only those two things happened, and then nothing else. That was it. Those were the only two games.
So, and then also the undisclosed team that won the 2019 national championship, who I don't care about, they also bought the court. It was Virginia. I just don't care enough about them, and I don't acknowledge them as a real place. So,
Why?
I don't like Virginia men's basketball. That's another thing for another day. But so they also bought midcourt, and then Maryland did the same thing when they won the national championship in men's and women's basketball. They bought the court, and it's on display, not on the main concourse area, but if you go down, there's like another part of it, which is an extension of it, and it's basically like the ground floor. You walk by both of them, and you can touch them. So like I've literally like walked by them probably like hundreds of times, and
I could do you one better. I've shot hoops on the same courts that Ellie Ferokmanesh hit that 3. So.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just like I get.
It's funny because I like didn't know at the time, because when I was up there, actually when I was shooting hoops on the court, I was really little. I think it was the same year, so they had literally just installed that. But the reason I don't know if I should. They can't punish us after the fact. It's probably fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
It was nobody showed this to athletics, but I was up there with like my family because we had relatives up here, and the dome was unlocked, so we came in, of course. Which I will say that's like a thing. At UNI, the dome is like never locked, which is like weird. So I'm not saying that. Don't try and get into the dome. That's
not that weird. I mean, most facilities, because like players, I'm sure that's where like their gyms are. So they probably, get in there.
It's connected to the connected to the WRC, which is like our rec center, and they have like gyms.
Oh, well, then that's probably the reason. Right?
So literally, it's like one whole big long complex. Like if you look at it, if you're like looking on Google Maps or whatever, it just looks like one enormous building.
So it's football, basketball, rec center.
And no, because it's basketball, dome, rec center.
Okay.
But it's like people like go into the dome and run stairs and work out in there or whatever. But so it was like the middle of summer, so we went in there and we were like messing around on the turf or whatever. It's funny because I took a little piece of like turf because I was like, oh my gosh, I've been on the field, and then now I'm like, I spend like 8 or 9 hours a week on the field, but it's okay.
Dumping your shoes out of the turf pellets are all everywhere in your house.
We don't have
a little piece
pellets,
with you everywhere you go.
How does your turf
it's like fancy turf.
Ooh.
Like it's I don't know if it's AstroTurf or what the term is, but it's like in a big roll because we have a track under the field. So like when we do indoor track season, we always host championships. So then they like roll the field up, and it's like the track under it. So I guess that was a fun fact I've never shared before, is that the dome can be made into other things. Why are you just
withholding these facts from us?
She can't give them all to us at once. It's overwhelming.
Yeah, exactly. That's too powerful. Anyway, so the tunnel was then open. My dad was like, let's walk through the tunnel. And we were like, oh, okay, because that's like back where the locker rooms are and stuff. And we walk into McLeod, and there's nobody there. It's like 100% empty.
How did you find basketballs is my
There's
question.
a rack of basketballs there. And my dad was like, we're here, shoot hoops. So shot some hoops. I was just hooping.
I think there are only a few places that
they should have, honestly.
Honestly, you would have taken them to the tournament. Would have
right.
Honestly, easy national championship. Oh, you got Hannah Butler. Oh
shoot,
easy.
We're scared.
She could 1v5 any team in the country and win.
She could do what LeVar Ball said and beat Michael Jordan 1-on-1.
She could beat Michael Jordan and Lamar Ball. LeVar Ball. I honestly don't know LeVar Ball.
Jabron
the badge. I'm blanking on. I can't believe I'm blanking on his name.
Lance.
And you literally just said it too.
Yeah, LeBron James.
No, I know LeBron James.
That's my other fun fact of the night is that
I was mixing up
was
names.
recruited for UNI basketball, and I am on the team right now.
It's been a long
never
day.
told you.
Yeah,
That's why I used the
That's
fake
why
background is so you can't see that I'm in hotel rooms across the country.
Exactly, makes sense.
All your swag that's just behind you.
Exactly.
She
Like,
actually got
free
that sweatshirt
90s.
for free. She didn't buy it.
Yeah, I definitely didn't pay a stupid amount of money for this sweatshirt.
Honestly, that's a really nice sweatshirt.
It is
Okay,
nice
isn't it
sweatshirt.
though? The best part is y'all can't tell. Is this gray? It's like in person, it's like sparkly.
Ooh.
It's like shimmery.
Ooh.
So shout out to Nike. Y'all did real good on this one. It was
Nice.
right after I had this tweet about how UNI never has good merch. Like, no offense, UNI, but we like don't. It's all like purple. Everything's purple. But then they like dropped this sweatshirt and the blackout sweatshirt and then the purple out sweatshirt, and the purple out sweatshirt and shirt was super cool because it was like the ever loyal was like the slogan or the theme or whatever for the things, and they did like it typography style, so ever loyal was in the shape of the state of Iowa, so I was super hype.
That's cool.
I actually have this shirt, ironically I bought it at the same time last year because I was like, oh, I'll wear this in St. Louis but I have this on a purple shirt with like yellow lettering. And then the blackout
Fancy.
one was like black with like really dark gray Everloyal. It was super neat. So I knocked it out of the park with those 3 designs.
Craig.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about the rack.
Okay.
We didn't talk about the rack yet, and I do want to say, so from the exterior, it's one of the ugliest buildings I've ever seen.
So disgusting from the exterior. Let me pull up a picture.
Interior, like the interior is cool because of the fact of like the noise that is made due to what the structure looks like.
Yeah. Like so
But, like,
here's a picture of it from the
aesthetically
outside.
pleasing, it's so ugly.
It is a hideous let me open image in new tab. There we go. It is very ugly. Like anyone watching now can see on the screen. It is objectively hideous. But the inside is, it's not huge. It's about the same size as McLeod, but because of the shape of it, because it's got that trapezoidal shape, and it's just so old that because it's old, the seating is very steep. Now, if you were to build a building now, you couldn't have those super steep seats, so like it's out of code. But because of that, it gets really, really loud, which I believe is the reason why Rutgers basketball was good last year, because we won 1 road game all season, but we only lost 1 home game all season. So like clearly there was something that was at home that wasn't away. And
well, Craig, I also want to say, so have they done renovations to the inside of it? Because it looks like they've done a couple.
Like I think they've done locker room stuff. They may have redone the concourses.
I mean, like the actual seats themselves don't look like they're from the 70s.
So they may have changed the seats, but I think anything more than that is like anything where they're like changing like a structure would require them to basically tear down the building and redo the seating to make them like at a shallower angle.
Just knock it down.
Basically, because the angle of the stairs is not up to modern codes. It was up to code when the building was built. But now
It's true. Those stairs are they the ones that are like an 89.9 degree angle? Or
Like lean back and you're like, I will fall onto the court.
Honestly, maybe let me pull up another picture.
I
of
might be
the
thinking
inside.
Maryland's whoever's court it is.
The Maryland student
where it's
section
just
is at like a 35-degree angle.
It's
That's
insane.
probably the one you're thinking of. And that was built.
I literally fall and die. Literally one time I was going up the stairs in McLeod, and our stairs aren't even steep. I tripped on one. I almost smashed my face into like one of those handrails. I was like, if I do that in McLeod, I cannot do it in. I cannot go to the rack or anywhere else.
It's the car.
I just dragged a picture onto the screen thinking it was just like a weird picture of the rack. It wasn't the rack, so I apologize to any viewers who were confused by that. It was like a proposed like renovation to it. It's ugly.
Ugh. I will say
a rack ovation.
As you're going up the stairs, it seems like there's always more stairs as you walk.
Oh, that's the dome. Literally, those stairs that are behind me, those are killer stairs.
No, but I mean, like, how much of an angle is that at? Because ours is at a 35-degree angle, and we're at the very bottom of it.
I don't know. There's just lots of stairs. They're at like a weird interval, so you can kind of do 2 if you like jump for it, but otherwise you're just like boop 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 boop.
I hate when like the stairs are like really small, so it feels like you're walking for like
exactly
8 million years.
Yeah.
But
I literally have started,
that, but not really. It's like
I've started in the dome. I step on the backs because we have like it's benches, but there's backs on them. So literally, I will like step on the backs from back to back, which is a dangerous game to play.
Yeah.
But I haven't died yet.
Yet.
And then on the stair, yet is the key word here. But if I'm wearing my Converse, I don't know why it's only my Converse and not my tennis shoes. But like literally, I can clear like 2 stairs at a time if I'm in a hurry. So I'm just like boom, 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 boom.
I have the same thing. It's because whenever I have to wear like the khakis for our one of our uniforms, I wear the white shoes and I have these white Vans. And I swear, every single time I wear them, I will fall down or I'll trip up the stairs.
Yup.
They're not like too big or anything, but like I've had times before where I was like walking up a set of stairs and like messed up my knee every single time I wear them. And it's
that's
like,
exactly
on,
how my Converse are. I'm so much more
Hannah, what you said reminded me of this card. Right now you have a 100% success rate at staying alive. One day you will fail. Stop worrying all the damn time.
You know, you're absolutely right. That is exactly how it is for me. Because I wore them on Friday, actually, to our pep band at football. And I was like, we had these signs, because I had to go talk to one of our GAs, and I was with my friends who they're 2 of our drum majors. So I was like walking behind them, and we were cutting through the bleachers, and there we have like this stack of like laminated like posters that have like the different like numbers and like the titles for stuff for like our cues for playing. And they both just like easily step over this, and I try and like hop over it, but like I did something weird when I jumped, so my foot came down on it. I like slipped and smacked my face into Jordan's like elbow, and then my director was standing like, he watched it all go down. He was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Do not perceive me in this moment. I am not real. You didn't see anything."
The OG Justin Mertz, Dr. Mertz.
Yes, the
OG.
Dr. Mertz saw me do that.
I liked him. When we were there for the interview, I enjoyed him. I don't
He's
think
so
so,
fun.
but
What?
Alex said, "Is he here?" I don't see him in the chat. I assume he's not.
I don't think he's here. He was just on
here,
Slack.
or else
So
I'm gonna riot.
he's just on our special ops Slack page, so I'm assuming not.
Wait, so where is he from? I never actually asked that question.
He's from Long Island.
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not gonna go into that
End
one
of discussion.
on a
End of
live
discussion
show
now.
because I've got family from Long Island.
End of
But
discussion.
yeah, we're just gonna
Long
zip past that
Island,
one.
I don't know.
It was his
Island
birthday
isn't-
yesterday, so happy late birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Dr.
late
Mertz.
birthday.
Long Island sucks.
Craig, Long Island is in fact an area,
It is. It is an island that is long.
and that's it.
The more you know.
Why do you guys? You know what? Forget it.
We're
I'll
not
ask
gonna
when
get
on
into
live.
that discussion
I'll ask
while
when
we're
not
live.
on live.
Yeah.
Hey,
Y'all,
the
now I'm
New York
curious.
Islanders are a hockey team. I'll let y'all know.
Maybe it's like, is it like how we feel about the southern 2/3 of Iowa? Maybe.
I don't know.
We call that Missouri. It's just northern Missouri is southern Iowa.
Oh,
No.
that's like
The
how
bottom
I think
two-thirds
that
of
North
county,
Jersey is just southern New York.
And South Jersey is just eastern Pennsylvania.
I mean, not all of it. Some of it's just the boonies.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
No, Pennsylvania's not the. Okay, we can have this discussion later.
Pennsylvania is the boonies. Are you
Pennsylvania-
kidding
I have
me?
no input on anything.
Yeah,
No,
neither
that's-
do I. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, so like
I'm like,
Savannah,
sure, whatever.
Savannah,
I mean,
aesthetically speaking, how much percentage of Washington is just forest?
I don't know, like 30%.
Oh,
Do
I
you
thought it was
ever
gonna
leave
be more than
Seattle?
that.
No, because it's
No,
also
see, that's what
isn't
I
there also
wondered
like
about,
desert?
actually.
I would give
We
it
don't live
like
in big
Does
cities.
life exist outside of Seattle?
It's interesting
We don't
because like
live in big.
there's
Sorry.
like Western Washington is like you have like Olympic National Forest, so that's like the farther west side,
pretty.
and then you move over east, and then there's the Puget Sound, and then you have like the Cascade Mountains, and you go over the Cascade Mountains, there's still like obviously like trees and stuff, but like it's kind of more of like, I wouldn't call it a desert, but it is more kind of like arid, I guess, hilly kind of like farm
Sus.
area out there. It's like I think mostly like the forests are like probably around like northern Washington, along like the Canadian border.
Is a
and
lot
then,
of like
down the
pines?
Cascades, and then the west side, like closer.
A lot
to
of
the ocean.
pines, things like that.
Yeah.
Washington's always been on my bucket list because there's
trees.
so many like pretty things there.
I want to hit all
I-
50
I-
states.
I want to go to Seattle.
Except
There's
for
a lot to
Iowa.
do
I
in
want to
Washington
undo
State.
my one trip to Iowa. My 1 2-hour trip to Iowa for the sake of saying that I've been
we
to
just show
Iowa.
anywhere
Craig,
good in Iowa.
I went to
Craig,
Clarinda.
It's really great here. Clarinda sucks.
Craig,
Yeah,
are you
it
gonna add in
does.
Puerto Rico as your honorary 50th state to replace Iowa, and then we'll just call it?
Sure, we can call it Puerto Rico.
There's always so much
We can- I mean,
slander against my state.
I mean, I could also just go with.
because Iowa does kind of suck.
I'm trying to
but
think.
not
How many states
that
have you guys
much.
been to? I need to count
let
all
me
the
look
states
at
that I've
my
been
map.
to.
Yeah,
I
I
want to say
don't
really
know.
quick. I want to say hi to Nicole. Nicole's in the chat. I just
What's
wanted
up,
to say
Hi,
hi.
Nicole.
Hi,
I assume Nicole
Hey,
is from
that's my middle
Washington?
Name. I love that.
Yeah, Nicole's in Husky Band. I know Nicole.
Husky band, let's go.
Speaking of Husky Band,
Look, it's Washington, Washington.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's
Hey.
it.
I was thinking about
Why?
Dubs today.
Why
Why don't
thinking
you
about
have a
Dubs all
Wawa
the
box?
time.
He lives rent free in my mind.
I don't.
Dubs is literally the cutest
Because you can go to
dog in the
Wawa
world.
anytime you want.
I mean, yeah.
And anytime you want.
Savannah,
I'm
I
gonna
appreciate
jump.
you.
I'm gonna jump. I'm just gonna jump from the floor to the floor.
I'm trying-
Savannah, if
I'm
you
trying
weren't
to
already in
think
the top left, I would have moved your thing to the top left because that's top left energy
top
right
left, top left, USA.
Top
upper left.
energy.
Upper left, USA.
Right.
I don't know what I was gonna say. I don't have anything exciting to contribute.
I don't know. Maybe.
Let's see.
Is it?
How
Are we?
much Washington is rain? I think it's hard to explain how much rain we get because it's different everywhere.
7.
And I think yeah, reasonable. That's reasonable.
Holiday?
Did you just say 7?
It is 7
Sounds
rain.
good. Sounds reasonable to me. I don't know.
I'm like trying to count up all the states that I've been to, so I'm like in like 2 places at once right now because I'm up to 11. I
7.
know
I
I'm
don't know
not.
how many
7.
states
7.
So, wait.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Will be.
once Alex figures out how many states he's been to, then
I'm
then
up
we'll
to
wrap up.
13.
Then we'll wrap up.
15.
So I had some
So
nice
silently
soup today
counting.
while we're waiting for Alex.
I think I'm at
What does
19.
what's everybody had
I'm
for
either at
lunch or
19 or
dinner?
20, somewhere around
I had
there.
Panera
I-
Mac.
Nice, Panera
Although
Mac.
sad
She
news
had the
about
bags
it
back.
is I got some mac and cheese and I was coming back from class because it was just a long day, you know. I was like, I'm just in the mood. But I paid extra to get bacon on it. I got all the way back to my house. I opened it up. I was starving at this point. There was no bacon in it, but I got charged for bacon.
That's
How rude.
bummer.
Yeah, and I was like sad, but I was like, I could make my own bacon to add to it, or I could like call them and be like, hey, y'all forgot the bacon. I was like, no, at this point I'm just hungry, so I just ate it.
Yeah.
I accepted
Fair
it.
enough.
God, I used to love Panera Mac. I haven't been to a Panera in a long time, but then Panera
Yeah,
Mac and cheese in the bread bowl. I mean, like, sure, that's a lot of bread and a lot of cheese.
I've
Mac
never
and-
had it
But,
in
like-
the bread bowl,
The
actually.
cheese
If-
plate,
Like, if
No,
you
I
don't
think
care about feeling like absolute garbage,
just go for it.
I mean, because it's just like straight up just like a ball of bread. Because, I mean, macaroni is just bread.
Powerful.
Like,
I've always wanted to do a bread bowl
Macaroni's
from Panera, but I just
bread.
haven't. Maybe I'll do that this weekend.
honestly,
This weekend I have
like
to
a
work like
chicken-
6 different
like
sporting
a
events,
chicken
so-
noodle soup or something like that, in a bread bowl, that's a move. Because then it just like soaks in and it's just so good.
Guys, I think I've gotten to my final total. I think I'm
Alright.
at 21.
But are you
No,
counting
that's
states that you've just
decent.
driven through or actually have like
No.
been to?
No, I've counted states that I've. Okay, wait. Does being delayed inside the Phoenix airport for 8 hours count
No,
as being in
'cause
Arizona?
no.
Okay, well then I'm back to 20.
Was your intent to go to that destination?
No, the intent was not
That's
to go
how-
to the destination. Okay,
See,
well
there you
then-
go.
So then I am at 20.
Okay, not
20.
bad.
This morning I want to share what I had today
Okay.
Ooh.
because it was fun. And there's this fun little cafe in the U District, and it's called Ugly Mug Cafe, and it's like one of my favorite places that I would go to study when their like seating was open and everything was normal. And I haven't been since like last March. So I went and walked down there this morning, and I got coffee and I got some toast, and it was really good. And I
Fun.
It was just like I remembered it. Super exciting. Really good start to my day. So just wanted to tell everybody I got toast this morning.
I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for you too.
Thank you. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Are we gonna end it on that? Can we?
Yeah, I think so. I was just going through the list. I think I'm at like 18 or 19 states right now.
I think I'm at 20. I think I'm at 20.
Anyway, I think it's about time that we wrap it up. We've kind of run out of ideas and things to talk about. We've kind of dried up a little bit. Anyway, once again, thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna throw it over to Hannah in just a second. Okay, I'm gonna get to it.
Okay, Father. Okay, please proceed.
I was gonna say before Alex rudely interrupted. He's down there. Rudely interrupted me. Was thank you to our friends over at College Marching, and of course our sponsor Flip Folder app. And Hannah, where can these lovely people find us?
You can find us on Instagram at College Band Radio. You can find us on YouTube right here, also at College Band Radio. And you can find us on Twitter at College Band RDO, because as you remember, radio is one letter too long.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get all the notifications for when we go live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday. Make sure you come back next week. New episode is dropping on Friday. And, yeah. Until next time.
Stay safe, stay healthy. Please wear a mask, and we'll talk to you guys next week.